It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, what's going on, New York? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of It's All Good TV. I have an incredible guest with me today. I mean, she is so incredible. She's sexy. She's cute. She reminds me of a gallon of Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream with 50% less fat. Y'all give it up for the beautiful Ms.Joyce Tannian. How you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing great. After that introduction, how can I miss? Oh my gosh! Now I gotta live up to that. Shoot.
Welcome. Well, I tell you, this is gonna be a special show, y'all. Welcome to It's All Good TV.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
Thank you. It's about
Love
time.
Brooklyn.
Oh,
Love
hey,
Brooklyn.
you live in Brooklyn?
I lived in Brooklyn, yeah, for a bunch of years.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. One thing I want to point out is that you are doing an incredible blessing right now. And before I do that, I just want to show everybody this bottle of water right here. You see this bottle of water, for all you viewers out there, you can go get this water from your faucet. You could go purchase this water from the store. And to tell you the truth, this is actually a free resource of the world, you know, and we shouldn't be paying for this. This is Mother Nature's creation, which is water. Now, this young lady right here, for some reason, she found out that another country was in dire need of something that we can get anytime we want, and that's water. And she actually was watching something about Kenya and their water resources, and actually left home, hopped on a plane, and left whoever was behind. It could have been her boyfriend, her husband, her family, and went over to Kenya to help out. Let everybody know the whole story, Joyce.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's a little more complicated than that.
Right.
I actually lived in New York for some years and was working here at HBO and just living in the city doing some work, and was working. Learned about this group that sponsored girls for their education. That's kind of how I started in the whole idea about Kenya. And I started sponsoring a girl. That means paying for her school fees. That organization was Beats for Education. And
Right.
I wound up going over there to do a year of volunteer service for them in Kenya.
Right.
And because I was on the ground, really, I didn't have regular transportation, so I was really like in the community, walking around and seeing everything. And I just saw it. They had a terrible drought in 2005 and 2006.
Right.
And I would just walk from the place where I was staying to the school where we were working, and that was about 8 kilometers every day. It would take us about an hour to walk. And there was just, these people have livestock as their life, like they have cows and sheep and goats. And during the drought, a lot of people lost about 80 or 90% of their livestock.
Wow.
And so you would just pass by these growing piles of animals that died, like their carcasses. And it was, I mean, that sounds gross, but I'm telling you, it impacts you.
Right.
You see it, you smell it, and you're like, oh my gosh, these people must be, this is their life right here. Where are they going to eat? What are they going to have? So that's when I got the message that we had to do something. So
Right.
yeah.
First off, I just want to say I am so proud of you.
Oh,
Really,
thank
I am
you.
so proud of you because a lot of people get a calling in their life. Some people ignore it, and some people don't. And you're one of them that actually found your calling,
Yeah, it's
and
true.
you answered it. You know.
Yeah.
And just to fly over to another country, that's incredible right there. That really is. How is the country of Kenya? You said it is very beautiful over there too.
It's a beautiful place. It's beautiful. The land is beautiful and really varied. The place where I live is in south of Nairobi, sort of
Right.
like the land between Tanzania and Nairobi. It's called Kajiado District.
Right.
And it's rolling plains and lots of acacia trees. It's a high desert.
Right.
So not a lot of water, but there is water deep under the ground, which is why we're digging wells there.
Mm-hmm.
And But Mount Kilimanjaro is there. There's lots of wild animals, lots of elephants and wildebeest and buffalo and ostriches and lions.
Right.
Everything.
Wow.
Hyenas. Yeah.
You haven't run into no lions in that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I have run into all of that.
Wow.
All of them.
I hope they said we love you, Joyce.
They said, nice kitty, nice kitty.
Oh,
Said,
man.
thank you for your welcome to your country. Yeah.
So how long have you been over in Kenya?
I got there in December of '05.
Okay.
And then I was there for the whole year, and I came back, I guess, at the beginning of December for Christmas to see my family
Right.
and stuff. No husband.
Right.
I didn't leave my husband behind.
Oh, okay.
And yeah,
Move
so
a
had
little closer.
so had a good time with my family, and was just up and raising money and trying to just get everything on track so I can go back and do more work over there.
Right. So you have your family support. 100%.
Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Right.
Yeah, my parents, my sisters, my brother, they're completely behind me. Actually, my I would say that they're even partners. They're really partners in
Right.
this. We've been building this new organization together.
Okay.
They did fundraising before I got there in our home community of Delaware, in Newark, Delaware, and just
Right.
there's just amazing people there.
Okay.
Lots of support, lots of good minds.
Mhm.
You know, trying to think about what should our program be. We want to do water development, and that means wells and also dams. Then also after people actually have access to water, we want to be able to teach them about good hygiene practices and do sanitation. And then we'll see from there. But we got a lot of ideas. If the people there want to do this kind of work, then we want to help them do it. So
Right.
because it has to come from them.
Right.
It has to be something that they want in their lives. So
Right. And how does the people of Kenya feel about you coming over and showing them nothing but love?
well,
You know?
it's a good question. I think that they're really happy that I'm there, and I've been really welcomed. I've been sort of adopted into a bunch of families over
Right.
there, which is amazing. I always have a place to stay, and it's the people are great. The people are great.
Is the necklaces you have on from Kenya?
Yep, these are I work in
That's beautiful
thank
right
you.
there.
And actually I don't know if you can see my
Wow.
bracelets.
Wow. Let me. Wow. Oh man, that's beautiful.
So this is all Maasai jewelry.
They made that for you?
Yeah.
That's from Kenya?
Yeah, this
I have
is
to
all from
touch
Kenya.
that.
Yeah.
From Kenya, y'all. That is beautiful.
Thank you. And also, here's my watch band with the Kenyan flag. So
Wow.
So the women, the tribes that live in my area, there's predominantly Maasai.
Right.
So so this is their beadwork.
Okay.
And they're wonderful. They make beautiful jewelry. These are all gifts that I got at different times. When I was visiting or when we were doing food relief or
Right.
That's
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is definitely beautiful. But to the viewers, I just want to read a couple of things that this young lady's doing. Ms. Joyce said, I kept reading about Darfur, Somalia, hunger, drought, and poverty. I've jumped from New York to Kenya to do something about it. I have fallen in love with the beauty of Kenya, the lands, the people, the wildlife, but there's such a huge need here. Water is scarce. Education, accessible, resources, limited, life on a balance. A deep water well costs between $35,000 and $50,000. Many communities in Kenya need to access to clean, safe water for drinking and life. Many women spend over 10 hours a day fetching water. They can spend the day and come back empty-handed. Access to water means access to life. Please help me to help these people. Love, Joyce. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible right there. So basically, like I said, it's an honor just to have you on the show, and I'm going to do as much as I can to get the word out myself.
Well, thank you.
You know?
I appreciate that. People have been so generous.
Right.
And, it just, let's keep this going. That's all I
Right.
can say, because the work is big.